Okay, it's time for my lunch break show again. We start with Google Plus. Uh, there is a discussion going on my post about why do Android tablet apps suck so much compared to iPad apps. I have asked the same question many times here on Google Plus, but every time I have got the Android fanboy rage all over me. But that is actually true. iOS apps is a lot better than Android apps. It's a fact. Look at music making apps, for example, or video editing apps. All the big developers, all the big companies are doing apps for iOS, like Korg, Propellerheads, FL Studio, Eco Multimedia, and much more. Avid Studio, and also Apple's own apps like iMovie, GarageBand, and such apps. They are a lot better on iOS. Such apps is not available for Android, and if they are very amateurish. So I posted that, and of course I got a lot of comments about it. Not so. The discussion is quite civilized still. Johan Torstensson says that on mobile it's no difference, but I don't agree because there is the same thing there on iPhone and Android phones. iPhones have a lot more professional apps, like music making apps, video editing apps, and so on. A lot more. So it's quite a good discussion. You can join it if you want, but it's up there on Google Plus, so you can post your own comments. I also got some new followers, as usual. Summer Seal has posted about some cooler for MacBook Pro. Her MacBook Pro gets warm when she play games, work in 3D and so on. And Lars Fostal posted a link to a very interesting post that I want to reshare, and this is how you reshare a post on Google Plus. You see this share button. I click on that, and the post opens in new window. Here you can add your own comment. Wow, this is good news. Google Drive already in April. If that's true, that is. We have seen this rumor before. 1 gigabyte at start feels kinda bad, really. All the competition offers more. I can't see why it when, for example, Dropbox starts at 2 GB. I hope that the rumor is wrong about that. So, wow, already a reshare. Lisa Sperling reshared my post. That's fast. Okay. Some mail. New followers on Google Plus. Johan Torstensson's comment that he don't agree with my thoughts about Android apps and iOS apps. Digo, I don't use Digo. Trash. Twitter then. We have some interactions on my main account, Svartling. As you can see here, Svartling, it's my main account. I got a retweet on the really cool UFO sighting in Sweden tweet. That's actually a very cool UFO sighting. I will not show you the the whole video here, but you can click on it and watch it for yourself instead. See my tweet. It's very cool. I have some new followers. Some new followers. And one more retweet on the UFO sighting tweet. And some retweets. And so on. That was the interaction on my main account. On my Swedish account, Svartling with W. New followers. Some mentions. And not so more, much more. I tweeted an interesting tweet about more info and a leak about the Samsung Galaxy S3 Android phone. As you can see here. My internet is a bit slow because I tethering to my iPhone and it's quite slow 3G where I am at the moment. Here is the leaked image and info about the Samsung Galaxy S3, also named i93,000. 9300, I mean. The Samsung i9300. Also called Samsung Galaxy S3. I have already posted about that phone and did a video about it, as we can see here. My video. and I already posted it in January 24th, and already that post already said that it should be available in April. So this new rumor could be true then. It should be in mid-May instead, a bit later than I first posted. No, not so much new info about it, but there has showed up a new name for it, and it's Samsung Galaxy M. Galaxy M. If that's the name of this phone or not, I can't tell. But it could be. We will see in May if the rumor is true, if this is the phone. That will probably be Samsung's new flagship phone. I am sure of that. Yeah. Excuse me, I have to do something on my work computer for some seconds. There you go. Now we are back. So that was the news, the interaction and engagement. Okay, I have got 3 shares on the Google Drive post, and 1 comment, and 3 plus ones since this lunch break show started. Okay, Matthias Davidsson says, I already buy space from Google. It's cheap, and I imagine that Google want to make many people pay a little sum for around 20 gigabyte. I guess they will time this with some easy way to make the payment. And of course they, in that case, want the free portion to be so small then that sooner or later you will run out. Could be the first step of making all of us paying customers. Although it might be just, let's say, $5 a year, given an easy way to pay, really easy, I mean, this small amount will not scare too many people off. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a possibility. I got his comments as an email. Okay, so now we can go through some new tweets to look after cool news to share. I usually do that on my lunch break. Samsung Galaxy Note has sold 5 million in just 5 months. It's kinda good. Not like iPad though, but it's good to be a Android tablet phone like device. Quite good. Well, It always take time to find stuff that's cool. As I already said, I always tweak my Twitter stream by unfollowing and follow new users. So I get the best stream possible. Micro video blogging apps lets you shoot short clips and share them instantly. Here are all favorites. Mashable post. I don't care to look at it because it's not so interesting, I think. This is kind of interesting. I read that this morning that Apple will refund misled Australian iPad 3 customers. As you probably know, Apple has made some bad marketing of the new iPad. They have almost promised the 4G speeds and 4G LTE in countries that it doesn't support LTE 4G. You still have a very fast internet connection though, because it supports the latest 3G standards. But Australia has this deal then, that they can refund the iPad if they are unhappy with it. So probably more countries will do the same. Not so much interesting. I have some time left on my lunch break still though. What have we done today? We have reshared the Google Plus posts. We have discussed Samsung Galaxy S3 leak rumors. We have discussed why Android apps sucks compared to iOS apps. Here is something I read about too. Apple has explained why the iPad isn't fully charged at 100%. It continues to charge after it shows 100%. And quite frankly, I don't understand why they do this. That link didn't work. Strange. Okay. But I have read about it before, and Apple says that it's manufactured that way. In iOS, they continue to charge after they show 100%, so it gets fully charged after that. But I'm unclear why the reason is, though. I can't really understand why. Why major marketeers are moving to Google Plus. This looks like interesting post. Why are marketers moving to Google Plus then? Guy Kawasaki says business should jump on Google Plus because it's the Wild West, so you can stake your claim as opposed to breaking through the noise on Twitter and Facebook. Oh, well, that's true. Also, Google owns the river called search traffic. It can point this river any way that it wants. When Google introduced the concept of social search, it turns SEO upside down. Now when people search on Google, they see the actions of their friends on Google Plus. That's huge. Yes, I agree about that. It's very, very cool and huge. That's why I love Google Plus and have switched my blogging to Google Plus. No need to have your own blog when you have Google Plus. You get a lot more interaction and engagement. You will be seen from a lot more users than if you blog on your own little blog. So this post is good, so I want to retweet it. I choose my main account, Svartling, and I choose edit before RT. Great post. I have moved my blogging to G Plus and tweet. As you can see, my internet is very slow, but I think I will post this to Google Plus too, actually. So we open the posts like this, and I have a Google Plus bookmarklet. Share on Google Plus. This bookmarklet are working on smartphones too, an iPad. So it works for iOS and Android. And it looks exactly like this, even on your iPad, iPhone or Android device. You get the image from the post, you get a paragraph of text, and you get the link and title. The only thing you need to do is add your own comment and hit share. It works exactly the same on your iPhone and iPad. It's a really good bookmarklet. You can find that bookmarklet in my Google Plus post. We can find it in this lunch break show. Let me post this first. Interesting post. One of the reasons why I moved my blogging to Google Plus. So, okay, the bookmarklet from that I used here. If we go to Google Plus and search for it, Google Plus bookmarklet, as you can see, and I hit search. Now when the search results is here, you choose from, you can't choose that, but I can, from me. And then we find my post. And this post is the best, I think, because it has my video on how you use it and how you find it and so on. So I click on that link. Here you have that post. The easiest way to find this post is if you search Google Plus for this text. If you hit that in the search box, you will find that post, as you can see here. So here you find how to blog from iOS and how to use the bookmark and how to find it, and here is the original source to the Google Plus bookmarklet and everything. So this is a good post. Try to find it on Google Plus and install that bookmarklet in. If you have an iPhone or iPad, it's the easiest way to do it is to drag your bookmarklet up in Safari on your computer, and these bookmarklets will sync with your iOS devices automatically through iCloud. So after you have dragged the bookmarklet up here, it will immediately show up on your iPhone or iPad. Very, very easy. I saw that I have some interaction now. Ben Lloyd has mentioned me in a post about Gannett buys 1,000 iPhones for journalists. Okay, don't know what Gannett is, but that's cool. More and more corporate business is using iPhones and iPads. More comments on the Google Drive post. A lot more. As you can see, Matthias Davidsson has commented again with, and I guess that the service will then cover mail, docs, drive, photos, etc. as it does now. So maybe just a new brand and a new interface to an already existing service. Well, could be so. Mark Knight think we might have to wait and find out what this limit is actually for. For example, I will not expect G Plus photos or Google Music files to be included in the limit, but to be accessible from within the service. If this is the case, the 2 GB limit of Droxel looks rather small by comparison. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Matthias Davidsson says, and it could of course explain why the return of offline Google Docs editing has taken so long, if they want to merge the tech with a Dropbox-like interface. Possibly. Lars Fostal, he was the guy I find this news about Google Drive. He says that he just signed up for Google Wallet to be all ready. Okay. Matthias Davidsson says, as it is now, basically none of the photos, music or movies I upload to G Plus count towards the limits, nor does native GDocs documents. Well, the music limit is the number of songs, so the 1 GB limit would be for other docs files, I guess. One interesting question is how they will treat photos. As it is now, the pixel count limit and automatic downscaling of photos to G Plus in order for them to not to count towards your limit is starting to look a bit low. So there we have the beginning of the empirical evidence to my point right here, he says. Patrick Johansson says, I've heard rumors about 2 GB and 5 GB. I don't think we'll see 1 GB though. Well, Patrick Johansson, I hope you are right about that. Well, I got a quite interesting discussion on the reshare I did on the Google Drive post. This is how good Google Plus is. Very cool to discuss. No need for your own blog. Blog on Google Plus instead. You get a lot of interaction. Very fun, very cool, and very productive, and probably good for marketing your own stuff and so on. I highly recommend to use Google Plus. Some plus ones on the post about why major marketers are moving to Google Plus I did. Patrik Johansson replied on my comment that he hopes so too. Mail from Google Plus. One more retweet on the UFO sighting in Sweden. And one more reply on my Swedish account. A mention from Ulf Seimer on my Swedish account. I'm gonna see what he are replying on. Apple is goes back about the 4G promise on iPads in some countries. Ulf Seimer says Telia, a Swedish provider, has said that they will sell a 4G router with Wi-Fi together with the new iPad. It's a smart solution, but only works at home. But, well, it's smart. It's smart. It's smart, but you need to have your router with you everywhere. I got a reply on the Google Plus post about the Google Drive. Sam Radford says, I don't get it why only 1 gigabyte. That's less than Dropbox. I have expected 5 GB or 10 gigabyte. Yes, agreed. But in the discussion on Google Plus, they say that images, docs, music won't count. So you will only use 1 gigabyte to the rest. So my lunch break is almost over, so I need to stop now. As you can see, it can be quite hectic to be engaged, have engagement and interaction on both Twitter and Google+. More comments. Mark Knight comments to Mattias Davidsson about photo, regarding photos. Well, as I said, could be very hectic to be interactive on Google Plus and Twitter at the same time on my lunch break, as you can see. But I think we quit now. Let's see if I do a lunch break show tomorrow too. I hope so. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you like, you can follow me on Google Plus to see all my posts and interact and comment, discuss the stuff I post. You can see my videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can follow me on Twitter. Okay.